Ah, the law of cause and effect. It's a fascinating concept that delves into the very fabric of human psychology. Now picture this. Every action has a reaction. Every cause has an effect. It's like a chain of events where one thing leads to another. And before you know it, you're knee-deep in the consequences of your actions. Now let's talk about how this law affects people and society. You see, when it comes to human psychology, the law of cause and effect plays a major role in shaping our behavior. It's like a little voice in our heads that says, hey, if you do this, that's going to happen. For instance, let's say you have a big exam coming up. You know that if you study hard and prepare well, the effect will be a good grade. On the flip side, if you decide to slack off and not put in the effort, well, you can guess what the effect will be: a not so great grade. So this law helps us make decisions and choose our actions wisely, considering the potential outcomes. But it doesn't stop there, my friend. The law of cause and effect extends its reach to society as a whole. Think about it. Every action we take, whether it's as individuals or as a collective, has a ripple effect on the world around us. Let me give you some examples to make it crystal clear. Imagine a person decides to plant trees in their community. The cause in this case is their action of planting trees. The effect? Well, the environment benefits from the increased greenery, the air quality improves, and the community becomes a healthier and more pleasant place to live. Pretty neat, right? On the flip side, let's consider a negative example. Suppose there's a factory that consistently pollutes the nearby river. The cause here is the factory's irresponsible actions, and the effect: the river becomes contaminated, aquatic life suffers, and the community's access to clean water is compromised. See how one action can lead to a whole chain of negative effects. Let's dive deeper into the law of cause and effect and explore its intricate workings. Now, one fascinating aspect of this law is that it operates on multiple levels. It's not just about individual actions and their consequences, but also about how those actions intertwine and create a domino effect within society. It's like a grand dance, where each step influences the next, shaping the course of events. When we zoom in on the individual level, we can see how the law of cause and effect affects our day-to-day lives. Take relationships, for example. Every action we take, every word we say, has an effect on our interactions with others. If we treat someone with kindness and respect, the effect is often a stronger bond and a positive connection. On the other hand, if we behave in a hurtful or disrespectful manner, the effect may be damaged relationships and a sense of discord. But let's not forget about the power of mindset. Our thoughts and beliefs can also set off a chain reaction. If we have a positive and optimistic outlook, it can lead to actions that bring about positive outcomes. Conversely, a negative mindset can lead to self-sabotaging behaviours and a cascade of negative effects. Now, when we zoom out and look at the bigger picture, we can see how the law of cause and effect influences society as a whole. Think about social movements, for instance. A single act of injustice can spark a wave of protests and calls for change. One person's action can inspire others to join the cause, creating a collective force that leads to societal transformation. Let's take a historical example to illustrate this point. The civil rights movement in the United States was fueled by countless acts of defiance against racial segregation and discrimination. Each protest, each act of civil disobedience had a ripple effect, galvanizing others to join the fight for equality. The cause was the desire for justice, and the effect was a monumental shift in societal norms and legislation. But it's not just the big events that matter. Even the seemingly small and mundane actions can have far-reaching effects. Think about the simple act of recycling. When individuals make a conscious effort to recycle, they contribute to the larger cause of environmental sustainability. The effect: reduced waste, conservation of resources, and a greener planet for future generations. So you see, the law of cause and effect is intricately woven into the very fabric of our lives and society. It reminds us that our actions, no matter how small, have consequences. It reminds us to be mindful of the consequences of our actions, both for ourselves and for the world around us. And it encourages us to be mindful and intentional in our choices, knowing that each cause sets off a chain of effects that can shape our world.